everyone, so we're going to be doing another example, and this is going to be still using the useStates and the input field, but now we're going to be using another ternary operator, but I'll use two ternary operators in order to check certain conditions and display the right message. So let me go about setting this up, and we can use the condition to see whether or not a number is equal to or greater than. So let me set this up as an import first, useState, and I'll set up the function, and I'm going to set up a constant with a number and set number, and I'll set the useState to be equal to 0. And inside this return, I'm going to have some sort of input with a value of number. And on change, I'm going to be doing some sort of value capturing. So I'm going to set the number to be e.target.value. And the type will be of number. And the placeholder will be enter a number. So here in these curly brace brackets down here under the input, I'm going to do some sort of checking for comparison, and I want to first check to see if the number is equal to 5. So if number is equal to 5, then I want to do this ternary operator, which says it's going to say you guessed correctly, or you guessed right. And if it's not right, then I want to do another type of check and see if number is greater than 5. And if it is greater than 5, then I'm going to say you guessed too high. But if I guessed lower than 5, I'll say you guessed too low. And now we have these ternary operators with checking to see whether or not the numbers are equal to or greater than a certain number. And you can see I'm doing this type of nested type of checking. So just because I have one ternary operator, it's actually still connected to the next ternary operator, and it's going to be checking to see whichever one becomes true first, or it'll just default to the last one in the false value. So let's take a look as to what's going to happen in the browser now. And this is going to be example 2. So you can see once it starts at 0, it'll say you guessed too low. I'll go up one by one, still too low. Number 2, still too low. 3, too low. 4, too low. I'll say 6. Now I'll say high. 7, too high. 8, too high. Okay, so let's go to number 5. And now it says you guessed right. So as long as if the first condition is not true, so if it is not equal to 5, then it will skip this true side, it'll go to the false side. And based on this, it will check to see first if this is true or false. If this is true, then it'll do this. If it's false, then it'll do that. So it just really depends on how you want to set up these different types of comparison in order to do these types of checking.